it's a great question. So there are three elements to that. One is it all comes down to data. So as I said before earlier today, you have to be able to get to a point that you can trust the data that you're going to use to run your large language model, to run your prompts, to run your AI application that you're going to build on and build upon that. So you have to have the apparatus, the infrastructure, and the capabilities that you can trust the data for each one of them. Second is security. So data security, data governance, metadata governance, data lineage. Authorization is a big thing, for example. So I'll give you a real example in a bank. In a bank, if you go into a bank and if you said, what's my bank balance? Sure, the query should be smart enough to say, here's your bank balance. But it should be smarter to say, should you even have access to that information? And that is a data authorization question, and that's where you need to get through with that. In the social life, in the social settings, one of the core things that you need to get to is, how are you going to drive the applications that are being used with the security parameters that you have? And I think that's where the second piece of the equation comes in, enforcement of policies. So we've seen new policies that have come out in the UK. We've seen the White House in the US come out with an AI precision initiative direction. There will be more and more elements that need to be enforced. There are newer age guidelines and rules that need to be brought about. And it's almost as similar as we used to have when big data was new. We had GDPR come out, we had CCPA come out. That was all about making sure that the user has control over the data that they have and where it needs to be used. In this case, the interesting thing is, data is the core foundation for RAG applications, for fine-tuning, for suggestions. So if you go to a grocery retailer and I need to prompt promotion for you, I need your data, but you need to be able to decide, do you want to give that data to somebody else? So it's an oxymoron in a way. It's paradoxical because you need to give the data, but also you need to be deciding where not to use the data for that. And therefore, it's a system of people, process, technology, and guidelines, and that's how it needs to get through.